So today we're checking out the GameSir G7 Pro Tri-Mode Shadow Ember Edition. I've seen a ton of people talking about this thing, and honestly, I'm really excited to finally try it out myself. GameSir was kind enough to send me over this free of charge, but as always, you'll get my genuine first impressions and thoughts. So let's crack this open and see if this lives up to the hype. So the box says it's G7 Pro wireless, licensed for Xbox and PC, Bluetooth for Android. Let's open it up and see what comes in it. All right, so immediately out of the box, it smells premium. I know that might sound weird, but it smells like good electronics. Okay, inside you get the controller, the charging station, and yes, the dock color matches the controller. That's a nice touch. You get a long 3-meter USB-C cable, 2 extra D-pads, and they throw in a month of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, which of course I can't use because I don't really own an Xbox, but we'll talk about that a little later. So the Shadow Ember colorway is lit. The black to red fade, the rubberized grips, solid shell. I mean, no rattles, no budget squeaks. Comes in at 267 grams. Heavier with the dock, obviously. It feels premium, not cheap. No knockoff plastic in this. So the grips are rubberized, but shallow. I absolutely love that you can swap the faceplate. This is so cool. That is so awesome. I mean, this is really, really cool. Everything feels really, really premium and nice in my hand, I gotta say. And being able to take off the faceplate like that is just incredibly awesome. And look how easy it just goes on. I do have to say that the spacing here is a little weird, and I kind of prefer the other one. Yeah, kind of prefer this one. Yeah, a lot of people love to switch this out according to Reddit. So, very cool. Okay, so first impression, it has a nice weight to it. It feels good. I mean, I'm loving this color. I think the color looks good. And I have really big hands, as you could tell. And so far, it feels really nice. So let's talk about using this with the Xbox. So you can only use this with the Xbox when it's wired in. And really the reason for that is because of licensing. To have it wirelessly connect to the Xbox would make this controller a lot more expensive. So to keep down on costs, you need to wire it in. Now, a thing about the D-pad here. Now, this is to be used when you have it plugged into the Xbox. You could plug it in and then you hit here, this button over here, and then you could shortcut it. Volume up, down, plug in your headset here, and these will be quick controls to be able to control for your headset, which makes it really, really cool. Now, the other thing I kind of noticed over here is the triggers. Now, if you notice, you don't hear anything. You just kind of get like an analog, well, you know, no clicky type of trigger sensation. You could actually switch that down here. You could actually switch this over to the side. And if you listen, now you get the clickies instead. So it's really a personal preference. If you would like more of a, switch it back, of a non-clicky reaction or a clicky reaction. Now also on the bottom here, you will notice the buttons. As you can see, they click, but if you don't want to use them and if you want to opt out, you also have the option of moving these over, and now the buttons don't move at all. So you're not prone to pressing them by mistake. So these aren't your average sticks. These are TMR sticks, tunnel magneto resistant. I mean, translation. They're basically hollow effect on steroids. They have over 4,000 levels of resolution, 4 times higher precision than normal hollow sticks, and with a lower power draw. The ABXY buttons are optical micro switches. They're clicky, tactile, pretty satisfying. They're not squishy like budget pads. and the D-pad is mechanical micro switch. I mean, some people love it. I've read that some people hate it. I think it feels nice. Some people have said it feels a little plasticky, but I think it works. So here's where kind of GameSir went smart. Instead of just slapping paddles on the back, you also get 2 extra triggers right above the bumpers. Ergonomically, these top triggers are clutch. My brain started defaulting to them like mid-match, and you could map them directly by using the M button directly on the controller, and you don't need an app for that. So let's get to the software on the PC. So on the PC and the Xbox, you get GameSir Nexus 2.0. It lets you remap literally everything: sticks, curbs, dead zones, anti-dead zones, vibration, trigger sensitivity. It even has shift layers, which basically doubles your controller. You can hold and toggle a button and suddenly your entire layout changes. Face button become new buttons, stick swaps curves, triggers switch dead zones. It's like having 2 controllers in one. And then there's the continuous trigger. It's like a toggle mode. You press it once and it stays active until you press it again. I really haven't seen that on Xbox licensed controllers before. It could be amazing for accessibility or just kind of lazy sprinting in RPGs. So with tri-mode on a PC, you have wired or 2.4 gigahertz wireless with 100 hertz of polling rate. So on an Android, you get Bluetooth. On an Xbox, it's wired only, which means, yeah, like I can't test the Xbox wireless because it doesn't exist. But if you're on an Xbox, it's the cable life. And if you're on a PC, it's pretty butter. So as far as the battery life in the dock, it comes with a 1200 milliamp hour battery. You average about 12 to 15 hours of wireless play before docking it. So let me be perfectly honest with you. Are you going to like this? You're going to have to test it out for yourself. As a gamer with my OCD and my pet peeves, I know personally that I have to test out a product to see if it fits into my niche, especially while gaming, because I'm very particular about the stuff that I use while gaming. However, I will tell you this. For $80, this thing is insane. The TMR sticks, the micro switching buttons, the Hall triggers, the customizable software with shift layers and continuous triggers. These are all features that are really locked behind the 200 plus Pro controllers. It is definitely worth you giving a try to see if you like it or not. So if you want to feel like a pro without, paying all that money, you should give it a shot. And for GameSir, congratulations. You definitely pulled off a really good controller at a good price. Guys, I appreciate everybody watching. Please leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and take care.